Test.
Got you.
All right, we'd like to welcome you tonight and call to order the regular meeting of the West Valley City Council. It is October 24th, 2023. We are beginning the meeting at 6:30 p.m. and we're in the council chambers of West Valley City Hall. We have all members of the council present. Councilman Fitzsimonu, Councilman Whetstone, Councilman Harmon, Councilman Hune, myself, Councilman Christensen, Councilman Norfelt. And then we're joined at the dais by Mr. Johnson, our Public Works Director, and Ms. Kamick, our City Recorder. Our opening ceremony tonight will be conducted by Councilman Fitzsimonu, and we'll turn the time to him.
Thank you, Mayor. Just a couple of brief remarks that I had. The first week of November every year is declared or proclaimed by the governor of Utah as Utah Pacific Islander Health Week. And we're going to have a guest here to present a little bit about that, especially our kickoff event that's happening on November the 6th at the West Granger, My Hometown Community Resource Center, which everyone is welcome to attend, even if you're not a Pacific Islander. There are over 60,000 Pacific Islanders that call Utah home and have since the 1870s, as far as we know. And it's a really great, vibrant community to be a part of. West Valley City has the highest population of Native Hawaiians and Pacific Islanders in the state, and per capita, one of the highest populations in the nation as well. So we're really proud to be hosting the kickoff for the Pacific Islander Health Week in November. Coming up here soon, and there'll be other events. St. George has nice weather, so they get to do a 5K along with their health fair that first week in November. But Provo and Orem and all the way up to Ogden and communities in between are also hosting events. So look out for more info, and you're welcome to come by and get your flu shot or free health screening or whatever else you need then on November 6th. At the West Granger, My Hometown Community Resource Center. And if you'd like to join me in saluting the flag with our Pledge of Allegiance, that will be our ceremony today. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, Mayor.
Hey, thank you. I'll now have the approval of the minutes, October 10th, 2023. Turn it to the council for discussion or a motion.
I would motion to approve the minutes from October 10th, 2023.
Thank you. I have a motion and a second. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
And those stand approved. For our award ceremony and proclamations, we have proclamation declaring November 1st, 2023 as Extra Mile Day. And I'll turn the time over to Councilman Christensen for the reading of that proclamation.
Thank you, Mayor. Whereas West Valley City is a community which acknowledges that a special vibrancy exists with the entire community when its individual citizens collectively, quote, go the extra mile, end quote, in personal effort, volunteerism, and service. And West Valley City is a community which encourages its citizens to maximize their personal contribution to the community by giving of themselves wholeheartedly and with total effort, commitment, and conviction to their individual ambitions, family, friends, and community. And West Valley City is a community which chooses to shine a light on and celebrate individuals and organizations within its community who go the extra mile in order to make a difference and lift up fellow members of their community. And West Valley City acknowledges the mission of the Extra Mile America to create 550 extra mile cities in America and is proud to support Extra Mile Day on November 1st, 2023. Now, therefore, we, the mayor and city council of West Valley City, do hereby proclaim November 1st, 2023 to be Extra Mile Day. We urge each individual in the community to take time on this day to not only go the extra mile in his or her own life, but to also acknowledge all those around who are inspirational in their efforts and commitment to make their organizations, families, community, country, or world a better place. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. All right, we'll now move on to our comment period. Comment period will be limited to 30 minutes. Any person wishing to comment shall limit their comments to 3 minutes. Upon recognition by the mayor, you will approach the microphone. If you did not sign up, please give us your name and address, otherwise just your name. All comments shall be directed to the mayor. No person addressing the council during comment period shall be allowed to comment more than once during the comment period. Speakers should not expect a debate with the mayor, council, or city staff. The mayor and council and staff will have time to respond within the 30 minutes, and speakers shall refrain from personal attacks against fellow citizens, city staff, or members of the council. We also have 2 public hearings tonight. So if you're here for application S3-2023 or ZT6-2023, you can speak at those times for those 2 public hearings. So our first person to sign up, speaker 1. Yeah, you have good printing. I can tell you your name.
Hi, I'm Scott Cameron. I live on 5061 West Brixham Way, which is the Highbury neighborhood. I understand you hear a lot from our neighborhood. And I just wanted to express some concerns with the zoning change that's been proposed for the area that is on the southwest corner of Lake Park Boulevard and 4800 West. So a couple of concerns that I have is the increased traffic that will happen because of that development. It's pretty high density, and twice a day, because of the 2 schools that are very close, there are long lines of cars. And so I think we're going to have traffic congestion issues. And then there's also just the safety of all the children that are walking along. I'm also concerned that the new development, based on the designs that the developer showed to us, it's very inconsistent with the architecture and design of the neighborhood that's in place. And as you may know, there's a wave pool, and I think that's going to be pretty speculative. And if it succeeds, then it's going to be noisy and cause a lot of issues with the neighborhood. If it fails, then, you see failed recreational properties like mini golf courses or recreation areas. And when they fail, they become, they're not very pretty when that happens. I'm concerned a little bit about the developer as being a good neighbor. So when we went before the planning commission, they started to meet with our HOA, And one of the concerns we've had is they've never mowed the weeds along the sidewalks that border their area. And so, when they wanted our favor in front of the planning commission, they came out and mowed the weeds. They've done that just one time. It's all grown back up again. So I'm not sure, how good a neighbor the developers will be. And I don't want to be negative on development. I would love to see that area developed. I just like it to be developed according to the current zoning. I think that'd be much more consistent with that area. It wouldn't introduce commercial property into the area. And, as you look around West Valley City, there's a lot of kind of higher density apartments being developed, and it'd be great to have an area where there's medium or lower density. So thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. Speaker two.
Good evening, Mayor and City Council. I want to start with thanking West Valley Police Department. I went on a ride along on Friday the 13th. And each time I've gone on a ride along, I've been on several of them over the years. I've got to go and be part of a different experience. None of them have been exactly the same. Every one of the officers have been very, very professional. Love working in West Valley City. I believe every one of them have come from a different city. They bring that experience, and all they would talk about is West Valley City. And when we were talking and, they find out how involved I am, they are so happy to be here in West Valley City. And that's great to see that from our public servants, especially our police officers. Several of them live in the city. And like I said, the ride along experience was great. I know a couple of the council people have been on. If you haven't been on one lately, you ought to get out there and see our city from a different perspective. With all the stuff going on, they're very professional. We went by a mosque. They just to let them know that we were out there, and if they needed them, they were there. So it was a very, very good experience. Today in the study meeting, you guys were talking about the church switching to a business. Okay, this is the area where the neighborhood is not happy already with all the new apartments coming in by Costco. This is a busy street that's going to get busier. Now you're going to put a fast food restaurant, one of the top ones in this area, which is going to add even more traffic to that corner. They were questioning putting a light by Costco. Before that is approved, I would hope you guys are really consider the traffic impact, and hopefully the community will come out and say something about it. Because once again, they're not happy with the apartments. I have a feeling they're not going to be happy with this. If there's something you guys can do, I know several of the council people have campaigned in that area, talk to the neighbors before you vote on that change. The other thing, we had a My Hometown event here the other day. One of the subjects that came up is Parkway Park. Since it was remodeled, upgraded, it's gone nowhere but downhill. When are our parks going to start getting better? It's not just the employees. We need to take a look at that. Thank you.
Thank you. Speaker three. James? Maybe?
I'm on another matter.
Another? Okay, so we'll put Joe. Okay. Was there anyone else that didn't have the opportunity to sign up that would like to speak? Okay, seeing none, we'll turn the time. Mr. Johnson, did you have any comments?
No, ma'am.
Okay, and to the council, any comments? All right, thank you. All right, we'll now go to our public hearings. We have application S3 2023. Mr. Johnson.
Yes, this is an application for a subdivision amendment. This is amending lots 1 and 2 of the Godfrey West subdivision located at 2400 South, 5900 West.
Okay. Any questions before I open the public hearing? Okay, seeing none, we'll open the public hearing. Is there anyone that would like to speak on this application? Okay, seeing none, we'll close the public hearing. And our action item is ordinance 23-39 with the approval of the amendments of lots 1 and 2 to the council.
I move for approval of ordinance 23-39.
Second.
Thank you. We have a motion and a second. Ms. Kamic?
Councilman Fitzie Umanu.
Aye.
Councilman Whitstone,
Yes.
Councilman Harmon,
Yes.
Councilman Hune,
Aye.
Councilman Christensen,
Yes.
Councilman Nordfelt,
Yes.
and Mayor Ling.
Yes.
Motion passes unanimously.
Okay, thank you. We'll now go to application ZT 6-2023. Mr. Johnson?
Thank you. This is an application. This is a request for a zone text change to section 7-14-403 to allow non-masonry materials on the street facing exteriors of buildings within the 5600 West Gateway overlay zone.
Okay, thank you. Any comments before I open the public hearing? Okay, we will now open the public hearing for application ZT 6-2023.
I'm James Warner, and we are very excited about the possibility of bringing a new business to West Valley City, representing the new manufacturer introduced into the United States of a vehicle. Ineos Grenadier is the name of the manufacturer, but the current ordinance is restricts some upgraded building materials that they require their dealerships to incorporate into their facilities, and we appreciate your consideration in considering this text amendment.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Is there anyone else that would wish to speak to this application? Okay, seeing none, we will close the public hearing and I'll turn ordinance 23-40 to the council for discussion or a motion.
I would move for approval of ordinance 23-40.
Second.
Thank you. We have a motion and a second. Ms. Kamic?
Councilman Nordfelt,
Yes.
Councilman Christensen,
Yes.
Councilman Hune,
Yes.
Councilman Harmon,
Yes.
Councilman Whitstone,
Yes.
Councilman Fitzie Umanu.
Aye.
And Mayor Ling.
Yes.
Motion passes unanimously.
Okay, thank you. All right, we'll turn to our resolutions. We have resolution 23-150. Mr. Johnson.
Yeah, this is a resolution authorizing the execution of an interlocal agreement with Salt Lake County for access to aerial photography imagery that the city uses in its business.
Okay, thank you. I'll now turn resolution 23-150 to the council for discussion or a motion.
Motion to approve resolution 23-150. Second.
Thank you. We have a motion and a second. Ms. Kamic?
Councilman Fitzie Umanu.
Aye.
Councilman Whitstone,
Yes.
Councilman Harmon,
Yes.
Councilman Hune,
Aye.
Councilman Christensen,
Yes.
Councilman Nordfelt,
Yes.
and Mayor Ling.
Yes.
Motion passes unanimously.
Okay, thank you. We'll now go to resolution 23-151.
Thank you, Mayor. This is an interlocal agreement between West Valley City and Salt Lake County for the city to continue to provide security services at the West Valley County Library.
Okay, thank you. I will turn resolution 23-151 to the council for discussion or a motion.
Motion to approve resolution 23-151.
I'll second that motion with the added note that I remember when this first came, maybe it wasn't the first time it came up, but at least the first time I got to vote on it. And I think that this has proved to be a very effective and has been very well received by the community. I've never walked in there and felt intimidated or anything. You know, you always think of, oh, there's going to be police presence, but and talking with the folks that run and work at the library, I think that's been a mutually beneficial arrangement. So I second this motion.
Okay, thank you. Ms. Kamic?
Councilman Nordfelt,
Yes.
Councilman Christensen,
Yes.
Councilman Hune,
Aye.
Councilman Harmon,
Yes.
Councilman Whitstone,
Yes.
Councilman Fitzie Umanu.
Aye.
And Mayor Ling.
Yes.
Motion passes unanimously.
Okay, thank you. We'll now go to resolution 23-152. Mr. Johnson.
Thank you, Mayor. This is a resolution authorizing the execution of a contract with Harper Precast for the construction of a precast concrete wall at Fazio Farm Park to replace an existing wall in distress. And this contract's in the amount of $82,159. And it's city staff's recommendation to approve this contract.
Okay, thank you. Turn it to the council for resolution 23-152.
Motion to approve 23-152.
Second.
Thank you. We have a motion and a second. Ms. Kamic?
Councilman Nordfelt,
Yes.
Councilman Christensen,
Yes.
Councilman Hune,
Yes.
Councilman Harmon,
Yes.
Councilman Whitstone,
Yes.
Councilman Fitzie Umanu.
Aye.
And Mayor Ling.
Yes,
Motion passes unanimously.
thank you. We'll now go to resolution 23-153.
Thank you, Mayor. This is a resolution authorizing the Public Works Department to purchase a new chassis and related snow removal equipment for a truck that's used for slurry seal and snow plowing.
Thank you. Turn it to the council for consideration. Resolution 23-153.
Move for approval of resolution 23-153.
Second.
Thank you. We have a motion and a second. Ms. Kamic?
Councilman Fitzie Umanu.
Aye.
Councilman Whitstone,
Yes.
Councilman Harmon,
Yes.
Councilman Hune,
Yes.
Councilman Christensen,
Yes.
Councilman Nordfelt,
Yes.
and Mayor Ling.
Yes.
Motion passes unanimously.
Thank you. We now have resolution 23-154. Mr. Johnson?
Thank you, Mayor. This is a resolution authorizing the execution of a contract with Skyline Electric for the installation of roughly 30 streetlights in the Lake Park area on Lake Park Boulevard and Links Drive.
Okay, thank you. I'll turn the resolution 23-154 to the council for consideration.
Is it for the lights also, or is it just?
Yes,
the-
yes, it's
So we're replacing lights too?
yes, we're actually replacing the fixtures, the existing fixtures to our current standard.
Okay. Motion to approve resolution 23-154.
Second.
Thank you. We have a motion and a second. Ms. Kamic?
Councilman Nordfelt,
Yes.
Councilman Christensen,
Yes.
Councilman Hune,
Yes.
Councilman Harmon,
Yes.
Councilman Whitstone,
Yes.
Councilman Fitzie Umanu.
Aye.
And Mayor Ling.
Yes.
Motion passes unanimous.
Okay, thank you. We now have the 6 items on the consent agenda. I'll turn those to the council. If there's any questions, we can ask Mr. Johnson. You can take them individually or as a whole.
I move for approval of all of the items of our consent agenda.
Second.
Thank you. We have a motion and a second. Ms. Kamic?
Councilman Fitzie Umanu.
Aye.
Councilman Whitstone,
Yes.
Councilman Harmon,
Yes.
Councilman Hune,
Yes.
Councilman Christensen,
Yes.
Councilman Nordfelt,
Yes.
and Mayor Ling.
Yes.
Motion passes unanimously.
Thank you. We now have some unfinished business application ZPZ 8/2023. The applicants have asked that this be continued until November 7th, 2023. And there's 2 different, would you like us to do them separately or together again?
We can do these ones together under the application and then just state the ordinances in the motion would be great.
Okay. So it'll be application GPZ 8/2023 with ordinance 23-35 and -36. So to the council for consideration.
Motion to continue application GPZ 8/2023 and ordinance 2335 and 2336 until November 7th.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Ms. Kamic?
Councilman Fitzie Umanu.
Aye.
Councilman Whitstone,
Yes.
Councilman Harmon.
Yep.
Councilman Hune,
Aye.
Councilman Christensen,
Yes.
Councilman Nordfelt,
Yes.
and Mayor Ling.
Yes.
Motion passes unanimously.
Okay, thank you. We do not have a need for a closed meeting tonight. I would like to remind everyone that next week we will not have a meeting because it's the 5th Tuesday. So our next meeting will be November 7th. And we have one more action item.
Motion to adjourn.
All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
And we stand adjourned. Thank